Just a reminder, bowling fans, these are 3 games total pinfall matches. As I mentioned earlier, the winner of this match will stay alive in the elimination round. Unfortunately, the player that loses will be eliminated from the tournament. You might ask what should happen if the player's tied. You have roll off early. We go right to a sudden death, 1 ball roll off until the winner of the match is determined.
Still here, honey? You gotta be tired of your
I'm good. Nice and I look forward to it. It's been a long day, but such a great conference. League bowling, nice to
I was getting my wallet out to pay, you know.
Are you coming to the show?
Just me, right? Did you let me know?
I will.
Sorry.
Bill O'Neill, winner, winner, winner. Bill O'Neill advances for a title. Indeed. The birthday girl, Stephanie Zavala.
Trying to make the show. There it is.
He yelled, do it, and he did it. B.J. Moore makes the show. 10 is a win for Snodgrass. Title number 6 on the PWBA Tour.
Off his hand, it looks good. It looks good. He's done it. He's done it.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to BowlTV's continuing coverage of the USBC Masters 2026 version here at Thunder Bowl in Allen Park, Michigan, with Hall of Famer Randy Peterson and Jim Callahan and Hall of Famer Tom Hess. I'm Dave Lamont. Thank you very much for joining us. Of course, on the production side, we have Brian Kane and Chase Kaufman. Well, the freebies are over, pal.
Yeah.
If you lose now, your car's in the parking lot.
It's win and move on, lose and go home. And a lot of really big names on tap for this 5 o'clock squad. And Hall of Famers, multiple-time titleists, so really big names looking to try to not get eliminated.
Yeah, the number 1 seed, Jacob Buttriff, will be in this section. Kyle Troop is going to be in here. Of course, he was run over by Jason Belmonte. Yep. And you've got Graham Fach, the top lefty on the tour right now in the number 5 position. Well, he got beat in the first round, too. But we're going to do something we don't like to always do. We want to look ahead a little bit to something that might happen. And with more on that, a man who knows this group very well, Tom Hess.
Yeah, Dave. We don't like to root for matches, but today we really have to root for Brandon Bone, just for the reason that if Brandon is able to get by Steve Novak, he will take on his dad, and who wouldn't want to see that? The living legend, Parker Bone, taking on Brandon. Let's head out to the lanes and see which 16 guys will advance.
What they call that? Foreshadowing?
It could
tease?
be. It could be a tease. Yeah. And I'll tell you what. Now, Steve Novak's not too pumped up about it. He was defeated by E.J. Tackett in the opening round. Brandon lost to Casey Cohagen despite closing with a 300.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. But Cohagen had a 299 in the first game. Let's not forget that. We had a brief conversation, Tom and I, both with Brandon, who admitted he's really looking forward to this match now and then really looking forward. But as we reminded him, one shot at a time, as his dad would probably tell him.
All right,
So we also want to say hello to our PBA YouTube audience. You're going to be watching with us today, and you're going to be focusing on the match between Graham Fach, the number 5 overall seed, and Ethan Fiori. Both of those guys, if you can imagine, were defeated in the opening round and sent down to this eliminators bracket, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have 32 players eliminated tonight. And if you like what you see, by the way, and you're going to be with us for the one game, we do invite you to head over to BowlTV, and we'd love to have you subscribe to catch the rest of this event and many, many, many other events on BowlTV for the rest of the bowling year. And the lane talk, of course, is going to change as soon as guys start throwing the ball. We're just a couple minutes late. There was an issue with one of the lanes that needed a little extra attention. And, of course, it had to sit. And, in fact, that's 41-42, where we find J.R. Raymond in his match. So everything is all set to go. He's taking on Ryan Burton. Ethan Fiori gets it started and actually went across the face and went Brooklyn. Have not seen a lot of Brooklyn so far today. So Graham Fach, who's having a magnificent 2026 on the PBA Tour, title in pocket already. He throws a nice kick on the 7.
Remember, that's 39 and 40. That's been a tough pair on the left. That's the pair Butters was on. And then there was the other lefty. I can't remember who the other lefty was, but there was 3 lefties there, and they struggled very much on that pair.
Yeah. And then we had 2 right-handers on there, and Jason Belmonte left this place in tatters. Just Gary Haynes was, and you had Eric Jones and Daniel Vick, and they had that epic duel and ended up going to 3-frame roll-off before Eric Jones eliminated Vick. And Fach for a double. Fach for a double it is. So we're going to go to Channel 9, and there's Tomas Kaikiu against Manuel Otalora. He was one of the first Jason Belmonte victim. And Riley Woodard taking on Hayden Hale is off to a fast start, while Woodard missed a single pin.
This should be a good match on the left. 2 national players, Thomas Kaiko and Manuel Otalora, charter member of Team Columbia. So this should be a really, really good match. Otalora is going to be a little bit left of where Tomas is. I could see that being a high-scoring match.
Over on Channel 8, Patrick Dombrowski taking on Packy Hanrahan, and then Bill O'Neill versus the aforementioned Daniel Vick. That'll be a righty-lefty matchup.
Patrick Dombrowski had some issues at the beginning of his match. Closed a little bit, came up a little bit short. Now he's got a bowl against Packy Hanrahan, who we'll see how his look is on the fresh. I do know when I looked at Packy had one of the lowest averages for the lefties on the fresh, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And then Bill O'Neill, then against Daniel Vick, the upstart, made the roll-off, 3-time New York State Masters champion. It could be a really good match for Billy O.
Yeah, he showed a lot of nerve, Vic. He had to strike out just to force the roll-off, and did. Something like that. Gabe Castro, who's still bowling college at Purdue University. C.J. Petrin, his opponent. Griffin Jordan and Killian Kilpatrick.
Killian Kilpatrick against Griffin Jordan. Griffin Jordan bowling at SCAD. Killian Kilpatrick from Erie, one of Mike Machuga's boys. Very, very strong player in the Erie area. And Griffin, you know what? This week, Griffin's got a little advantage over Landon. Landon didn't make the cut. Griffin did. On the other pair, you got Gabe Castro against C.J. Petrin. Rookie on tour this year, C.J. Petrin. He was very disappointed. He walked by in his first match when he lost to Alec Keppinger. So we'll see if he can come back. And Gabe Castro starts out with a triple, so he's putting a little heat on him early.
And Shota putting the show in Shota with that beautiful split conversion. Taking on B. Stu. There's another international match right there, although Stu's lived in the United States for quite a long time, but nevertheless hails from England. Julian Salinas and Ryan Barnes. This ought to be fascinating. And how will Salinas attack this match?
How's Julian Salinas' draw for the 2 games? He had both Spencer Robards first, and then he's got Ryan Barnes. He has the 2 Wichita teammates back in the day. He's going to be backing it up again. He bowled 7-18 against Spencer, came up a little short. Ryan didn't have a great look in his match against Darren Tang. Darren Tang won that first match.
There it is. And there it goes.
Ryan hasn't had a great look to the right at all, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Charles Easton from Toledo, Ohio, taking on Numan Yusri, who was defeated by Parker Bone III, Kevin McCune, and Anthony Nair in the Mixed Rev Rate Championship of the World.
This should be a good match. Easton against Yusri. Easton is a 2-time USBC high average in the whole nation winner. And Yusri is actually on Team Singapore. And then the other match, you got McCune against Nair, 2 guys that bowl on tour. Nair had a great look at the beginning of the week. It's gotten a little worse. Kev's had kind of average ball reaction, good enough to bowl 220. I think he might need a little bit more of this match against Nair.
Pretty looking shot there for Yusri. Brandon Bone taking on Steve Novak. We told you what's at stake there. And Brandon Bonta taking on Bo Peterson, who opens up with a 3-bagger, looking for 4 right here.
You can't forget Steve Novak bowled 725 against E.J. Tackett in the first round and took a 50-pin loss. Brandon Bone bowled 300 the last game against Casey Cohagen and came up just short. So that could be you could see fireworks there. Bonta against Peterson. Peterson's from McPherson. Brandon is from Wichita. You got the Battle of Kansas in that match.
Take a look at Steve Novak. All over it. Gary Haynes, the defending champion, was defeated by Jacob Buttriff in a wild finish. Nick Fisher, and then A.J. Johnson and Garrett Meadows.
A.J. Johnson, the key for him this match is see if he can bowl whole games. We talked about him making that one errant shot every game not every game, but periodically making a bad shot when he needs it. We'll see if he can do that to win this match. And then we got Fisher against Haynes. Haynes, the champion from last year.
So any of those other matches, if you would like to watch that, you can join us on BowlTV for that. We are on the PBA YouTube page right now for this game between Graham Fach and Ethan Fiori. And you got a little J.R. Raymond, Ryan Burton action on the side.
How many steps is Ethan Fiori going to take in this match? He's starting with 5. We saw his last match where he was only taking 3, and that just shows what his versatility is all about. I mean, this kid can do it all. Graham Fach, we talk about possibly the best lefty on tour right now. He won earlier in the season, and he's really come into his own the last couple of years.
And Tom Hess checking in with more.
Yeah, guys, I was talking to Ethan after he lost that first match this morning, and he told me that he hadn't been throwing plastic all week, but he thought to win some matches he was going to have to, so he was going to go drill a plastic ball. So watching that first shot, looks like he's playing really straight, so I'm guessing he did just that.
Well, plastic has been fantastic in this tournament so far.
That's a spy being thrown by Graham Fach. Medium ball, entry-level ball with a stronger cover. He used an axe a bunch, and this is his other ball, which is a little bit stronger than that. This is a good match to the right over here. Ryan Burton bowled 440 over the last 2 rounds. He bowled 274 over the 3rd round. Had the highest score for the whole day.
Our second Purdue guy in the field. He's actually graduated.
Yeah.
And has picked up 3 regionals. He is out of West Lafayette, Indiana. 3 regional wins already. Take a look at the form of the very smooth Graham Fach.
You see that hand open in the top of the swing, and what it does is it puts the hand and the elbow to the inside part of the ball. So now all he has to do is let it free fall from the top of the swing, not pull it down, and then his hand and his elbow are in a perfect spot for him to do what he wants to with the bowling ball. It's not good to start early in that position at the start because it puts too much stress on the forearm. So you want to start in a more relaxed position. But as you get to the top, the ball starts to fall from gravity. The ball gets lighter. That's when you manipulate it. Is that plastic?
Yeah, Jim, is that a
Sure
new...
doesn't look like plastic.
Tom just commented that, he went out to the truck and drilled a plastic ball.
That was plastic?
Yeah.
No. That much back end?
Think so.
We're going to find out.
Tom's looking right now.
I think Tom went to check it out.
The line that they have for their plastic balls is the Aspire.
Hey, let's check. Tom, what do you got for us?
Yeah, guys, that is not plastic. That's the orange venom, and I don't know exactly what.
You're going to tell me a plastic ball hooks that hard in the back end?
The guy knocks the holes
Hey, I'm
out
just
of it.
telling you what he told me.
No,
right?
I'm
He
not
said
saying Tom. I'm not saying
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
I'm saying this guy next to me.
He just told a story of where he said
I
he was gonna have
understand
a
that, but
plastic
based
ball.
on the ball reaction, come on, Jimmy. You've seen enough bowling balls go down the lane.
Have you watched Brandon Bone bowl lately?
Well, he's over there.
He's wheeling it.
Brandon doesn't hook a plastic that much in the back end. Ask him. He's sitting right there.
Just watch.
Hey, Brandon, does your plastic ball hook this much in the back end? Like, does it snap?
This week it did.
Come on now.
More than his dad.
Oh, he had
my
to do
God,
it.
really?
He
Shot right
had
there.
to do it.
More
He's
than my
digging in early,
more
setting
than
up.
my father's.
Mm-hmm.
Parker's
in early.
Parker's sitting right there. He's just chuckling.
Yeah, he's
Here we go.
And we're off.
Let's put it this way. I'm waiting to see if he gets to me.
Whoa.
Oh, another shot fired over the bow.
And Brandon, I have a question. How many titles do you have?
Oh.
Parker's my guy, my concierge.
I'm just hoping I'm half as good as he is one day.
You know what? This guy's in the middle of a match.
Yeah, can we
This
let
guy's
him
in
bowl
the middle
now?
of a match trying to win, and you guys are giving him grief.
You guys, you ask him the question.
It's all true.
Here we
We're
go.
all guilty. Meantime,
Yeah.
Ethan Fiori, Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's plastic.
Got around that one super quick.
He probably did drill plastic like Tom said. He's just not using it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
He wanted to drill plastic to have that option. Probably looked at it in practice and felt this was the better option, guys.
I would agree.
But he has crossed over twice now with that ball. First shot of the match was Brooklyn.
It's very shiny.
And then there was Brooklyn.
It is shiny.
Very shiny.
Which now lends to the reason why it's snapping so hard in the back part of the lane. You talked about some of the other balls, Jimmy, that had surface and maybe a little stronger cover that were a little smoother off the end of the pattern.
Correct. I think this ball might not have been bad, but I think it's very, very shiny. His look on the fresh hasn't been very good on any pair. I mean, he's grabbed a couple shots, but he went high. Yeah, it's tough. He's got to put surface on it. And when you put surface on your ball, it makes it slow down in the front and then be more controllable in the middle part of the lane.
If it slows down in the front, it's not going to snap down lane.
Correct. If it hooks in the front, it can't hook in the back.
The longer it stores energy, once it comes off the end of the pattern, it's going to break loose.
You are correct.
If it spends energy.
Oh, no. J.R. Raymond almost dunked that. He's going to be very lucky to have a makeable after that shot completely got away from him.
If it spends energy early, it's going to have less down lane.
Graham Fach. By the way, that was a deadwood clear on his scorecard there, so now he's got the three-bagger officially. He did not gutter. Also keeping an eye on the Bone match is Justin Bone, who bowled in this event. Brandon Bonta in the foreground, leaving his 7th pin. We wait Graham Fach's pleasure for a 4-bagger.
Where did our bowlers go?
I don't know.
There's only JR. Hey, guys, I watched JR throw one shot. It looks to me like since the last time I've watched him bowl that his backswing has come down like a foot. Jimmy, is that what it looks like to you?
Let's take a peek.
Huh?
I said, let's take a peek. Oh, that's way lower.
Way lower. That looks way better, too. I think it looks more timed up, more in sync.
And if he's late on that, he pulls it down. Let's take a look at Graham. Textbook swing right there.
Well, you also got to look at the balance after he lets go of it.
Yep.
It's perfectly balanced.
No moving parts. His head doesn't move. Shoulders don't rotate. Very good.
Here comes a ball change for Ethan.
Venom Shock.
Venom Shock, yep.
It's funny how we know that one. EJ's drilled 82 of them. So when that one comes out, we all know that one.
They might as well just name it after him.
EJ Shock?
Yeah, Tackett Shock. EJ Venom. That would be EJ's wrestling name, EJ Venom. That'd be great. That worked.
Kid throws it so good, man.
Wow. Yeah, he does. Contenders bracket, elimination bracket, whatever you want to call it, this is what it is. The loser of these matches is out. The winners will play again tonight.
This kid is not afraid to strike. 274 over in round 2.
Yep.
High series for the whole round.
Yeah, he's also a past Midwest Region Player of the Year in 2024. Thank you, Tom, for that. I know he's got some titles. I think he's got 3 regional titles. We mentioned his college background from Purdue University. Zach Weidman also bowled at Purdue.
This is what I've seen from Ethan the whole time. You know, the speed bump that they have where the ball accelerates when you get it to the right too quickly will not pick up. And Ethan's been kind of left, right. You know, Brooklyn a couple, you know, he's high and left. And it just, I think he's too far to the left, and he's got to go a little bit straighter up the lane.
I totally agree with that. What the best success that we've seen on the right side of the lane are the players that went straighter on the fresh, went straighter from farther out. Until that little bit of the middle develops, you know, we saw it from EJ Tackett in his match, but it was late, right?
Yeah.
Until that develops, I mean, did you see the spare attempt for Ethan on the rail? Hang on, I'll get to it in a second.
Hold on.
Oh no, 6'8" for Graham.
Shiitake mushroom. So Ethan shoots the 1-2-4-7. He moves right, throws his ball thinking it was going to cross over and cover it, and he made it flush.
It was perfect.
Farther right, straighter up 5.
He's at least 6 or 7 too far left, I think. And he used a shiny ball, and then if you can get it to read the front soon enough, it'll just blend that out, and he won't have any problems. If he miswrites it, it won't hook. He struggled all week on the fresh.
Where he's playing, his margin for error is very small.
Very small.
He misses too far to the right, and it misses the head pin, and just up the lane a fraction, it goes high.
All right, we're ready for clue number 2 for BowlTV's Bowler of the Day. We have clue number 1, born in Lawrence, Kansas. Don't forget, don't put your answers in the chat. You're just wasting your energy because that's not where they're supposed to go. There's a little spot there for you to find it. The link in the side panel. So let's see what clue number 2 is. Storm bowling ball to be given away tomorrow. He's got 1 title. This is done by a randomizer.
I know who it is.
First time you've seen it, it's done by a randomizer. So Randy we're not going to post Randy's answer or say it out loud. And, okay. All right. So we want to remind everybody about that Storm bowling ball because Storm is the leading manufacturer of high-performance bowling balls. Visit stormbowling.com to pick your next Storm bowling ball. And always remember to bowl up a Storm.
I changed my answer.
He did. All right. Okay. Well, again, Chase isn't going to, tell you.
He's from Texas.
Oh, man. That's wrong.
All right, never mind.
I got to change it again.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah, you don't know. He might be from Texas, but you don't know if he was born.
We have went down that road before
in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah.
Ryan Burton. Look at this, backing
it up for that, and almost got it.
Oh, he got hosed.
Yep, it almost looked like the pin fell from the roof.
231, good start though.
However,
with 230.
Didn't have a spare in that game.
A no spare affair for Ryan Burton. Indeed, I would like to have seen him kind of step on the neck a little bit there, giving away a few pins. But he's still going to have an advantage. This is a total pins matchup here. This is not win the game and keep winning games. This is all about volume.
It's interesting. Ryan Burton's sitting on the bench right now. If J.R. Raymond doesn't throw a double here, takes a little breath, and he knows that he can just do what he's doing. But if he doubles right here, he says, hey, JR's in the match.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention. It adds a little bit of that pressure.
He just doubled.
Guys, as bad as Ethan Fiori's look has been to us this game, if he strikes out, he's only down by 9 after game 1.
And he's on his way.
If he strikes on the next shot, I'm going to bet that he moves right and gets to first arrow with whatever ball he chooses.
Plastic
just
ball,
to look at it.
Maybe a plastic ball to the right. The kid's so versatile, and he's I would say he's probably one of the smoothest two-handers that there is. He's already a major champion at 21 years old.
J.R. Raymond, 3-4-6-7.
That gives Ryan Burton a little bit of can take a deep breath and step up, just keep doing what he's doing.
I mean, even if Raymond makes this, it'll be a 50-point advantage for Burton.
Knowing that JR has no ball reaction. Way right. Oh, we got back off it. He got it right a little quick, got to about 2 boards right down lane. It still came off it.
I don't know. Based on his posture when he let go of it, I kind of think he liked that one.
So you think the one before that he missed in then?
No, I'm going to agree that he did miss a little right, but not big right on that shot.
No, just a little bit.
But he also aced it at the bottom.
Yeah, he didn't miss it at all.
And he's staying with that venom shot.
He's okay where he's at.
He liked how it went through the pins.
He's really going to have to execute. Whoa.
He lofted that one.
Whoa. So he tried something different and got 6.
All right, so he actually gave away a few pins there in an experiment. We want to thank all of you who watched this on the PBA YouTube channel. If you'd like to keep up with us here in the Contenders bracket round 1 and maybe pick up round 2 and get all of the matches here at the 2026 USBC Masters, head to BowlTV at bowl.com. And if you don't have a subscription, consider picking one up. We would appreciate it. And you can follow all of the BowlTV action on every tour, regionals, the whole bit, all year long.
JR's in a world of hurt in that match against Burton.
Yeah, he's down by 50-plus. Meantime, Gary Haynes, the defending champion, is trying to stay in the tournament and has a chance to take the lead on Nicholas Fisher.
Remember last year, Gary Haynes didn't lose a match.
Undefeated. AJ, nothing so far. Still in the match. He's only down 12.
Well, he's making the spares. That's the one thing you can say for him.
Fill in the frame. Play the game, fill the frame.
Kind of playing that same zone where Ethan was. And how about a solid 8 to go for your 6th consecutive 9 count?
Haynes right by that ball return.